Hello, hello. Susan Kennedy here. As a life mastery consultant, I work with women so that they can transform their dreams into their realities. And today, I want to talk about one of the big stressor patterns in a lot of people's lives. And that stressor pattern is people pleasing. But before I go into that, I want to share something I'm pretty excited about. I have been working for probably 3 months now on a mental, emotional, and spiritual assessment to go with a naturopath that I am working in conjunction with. She has created the body assessment, and I'm creating the mind assessment. So I'm real excited about that, and I don't know when it'll be coming out because it has to be given to the coder so he can code it into an assessment that you can take online. But I'm really excited, and out of that has come 2 or 3 ebooks. So I'll share all that with you. But today I want to share, this week, I want to share some of the stressor patterns that I've identified that really affect people. And it's not the things, yes, divorce, yes, marriage, yes, moving, all these things are identified stressor patterns. But the truth is, stress really is in here. Okay, it's in how you deal. Most stress, there are some true stresses, but most stress is in your own mind. And today I'm going to kind of deconstruct people pleasing and show you where it comes from, and give you an exercise you can do at the end if this pertains to you, that you can unravel your own people pleasing and get to the root cause and make changes in your life. So people pleasing comes from fear. People pleasing, it's funny that it says that, but it serves no one. It doesn't serve you. It doesn't serve the people you're pleasing. So what's with this people pleasing thing? You have a fear of standing out, a fear of rejection. Maybe you deep down believe you're unlovable or unworthy. Because it's true, it takes courage to stand up as who you truly are. But what I've found is that if you are a constant people pleaser, if this is one of your stressor patterns, either you don't really know who you truly are or what's most important in life to you, and this can happen at any age. At any age, because I was in my 50s when I realized that my life was running off of things that weren't my highest values. So you're not sure who you truly are and all that you are capable of. Number 2, it could be you don't really love yourself enough and so that you are putting someone else above you. You're holding someone else on higher esteem than you're holding yourself. Or you just fear the consequences of being who you are. Am I going to get yelled at? Or are they going to be upset with me? Would you rather make someone else upset by saying no? Or do you want to say yes and inside you're upset? But you can handle it, right? See, this is what I'm talking about. So I'm going to read this quote from a book by Richard Rudd. One of the most beautiful of all human paradoxes is that only through our diversity can we arrive in our unity. Only in our diversity can we as a planet, as a collective group of people, arrive in our unity. The planet doesn't need a bunch of people running around trying to be like everybody else, trying to fit in, trying to be normal. The planet needs you stepping into your power and being who you truly are, who you're meant to be at this time on the planet. See, our planet is undergoing a shift in consciousness, and I think it's good, but it's just like true with the transformation I take my clients through. It doesn't feel good and it looks messy as it's happening, but things get torn up and then they come back together in a better way. So Yeah, so it takes courage, it takes self-love, and it takes self-knowledge to stand in the truth of who you are, right? And so when you share your truth with people, of course you want to do it kindly. You are never out there intending to hurt someone else's feelings. If I asked you, how do you like my shirt that has a looking on me, and you have some feedback for me that would be helpful for me, I would want to hear that. That's the truth. But if you want me to like you or ask you again sometime, you might say, oh, it's beautiful, it's perfect. That doesn't serve me, and it doesn't serve you, because deep down inside you know that that you're lying. And when you know inside that you're a liar, because you know you don't want to be a liar, you're not a liar, but you're lying to yourself. You lied to me, but you truly lied to yourself. So you kind of betrayed yourself. Calendar. Anyway, so think about the last time you tried to fit in to go with a group of people, and you got with a group of people and it's like, wow, I don't want to be here. Fit in with people who light you up. Fit in with people who truly love you, not who you're pretending to be, right? When you want to fit in so bad that you'll go with any group, they're including you, but they don't know the real you. When you're in a relationship with someone and you're not showing up authentically and you are doing everything to please them because you want to keep them happy, there is a huge disconnection in heartfelt connection, because who they are being pleased by is not the real you. They don't even know the real you. They don't get to see the real you. So the connection has been broken by the betrayal that you're showing yourself. Does that make sense? So anyway, that's kind of deep. But when we people please to feel loved, we don't love ourselves. We have to fill ourselves up first, right? We have to fill ourselves up first. Yeah. So I just want to share with you like three things that you can do as one exercise. So when you have time, when you feel like doing this, you have a pen and paper, bring it out. And the first thing is to just look in your recent past, like last week, last month, and pick, 4 to 6 times that you realized you've people pleased. You said no when you wanted to say yes. You didn't speak up when you wanted because you didn't want to piss anybody off. You know, that kind of thing. And then on each one of those times, sit there and get honest with yourself. What was my emotional payoff doing that? And you may have to put yourself back in that moment, because what's the fear if you don't say yes? What is the fear? That they won't love you? So the payoff was you felt loved. What was the fear if you didn't go with the group? You wouldn't be included. So the payoff was, again, you loved or accepted or included. So figure out the emotional payoff you got for each one of those 4 to 6 things, and then look at the emotional payoffs, and you can see, like, you might want to be loved, you might want to be included. Go to a time in your childhood from age 3 to 9. Go back to a memory where you actually had to do something that wasn't the real you in order to feel that feeling. If it's not, you want to be loved, where did you have to do something different than what you normally would have done to feel loved? I can find times in my childhood where I felt like I had to please my mom in order to feel loved. Okay, so that's where it comes from. And then the fourth step is, you're an adult now, and as the adult, pretend you and your little 3 to 9-year-old child are riding in the car, and when you are people pleasing, your little child is driving the car, not you. So kindly tell your little child that, hey, I'm grown now. I have a life. I want to live my life and be the biggest, best person I can be. And just say, look, I'm driving now. You sit over there. Don't even touch the radio. I'm driving this car. And then as you notice yourself being in positions where you would normally tend to people please, you have a choice. You can realize that's your normal tendency, but you don't have to do it anymore because you're aware and you're driving the boat. You can choose a different thought, because if the thought is they won't love me if I don't say yes, then you can tell yourself, but I love me, and that's more important than them loving me. Okay? So try that. Give it a couple weeks, and please let me know how it goes. Um, all I want is the best for you. I want you to step into the next bigger, grander version of yourself that you know is possible. And I'm trying to shine a light on some of the things that get in our way. But the rest of the week, I am going to talk about tomorrow, the strong one, how it's really not a badge of honor. I'm going to talk about emotional overload, and I'm going to talk about shoulds. And that's the rest of the week's videos. And then next week, I'm going to talk about what to do when life gives you lemons. And then I'm going to share a few of the 10 principles of dream building. Because there are, there's a game of life. There's universal laws and principles. And there's 10 principles that have been codified that work for building the life that you love. So till then, till tomorrow, make it a great day and see where you're not driving. Bye.